coming fit from Sunday? How's it looking?
Well, we're just looking at Johnny Hayes. He's got a bit of a stiff calf, so he'll be monitored today. Apart from that, everyone else is okay. Ellie Nusi's back in the squad, and Siminovic is back in the squad as well.
Stephen Welsh, really good debut there. Would he still feature if Siminovic is back? Is he still?
Yeah, he's still part of our plans. Yeah, I thought he was excellent. I thought he was faultless, and for his debut, that's as good a debut as you'd see. You know, he came in there and slotted seamlessly, and we're absolutely delighted with him.
I know I spoke to you after the game about the incident, but if Lee Griffiths was to be charged today, would you be disappointed in that?
Very disappointed, because I saw it at the time. There was no malice in it. What disappointed me was in pushing the player after it. You know, we're huge on discipline and team discipline, and you know, we've had a quiet word with him about it. But in terms of the stamp, there was no malice in that. There was no intent on that at all. So I would be, you know, bewildered if anything came from that.
Do you even think it is a stamp?
No. No, I just said that. I just said I think his leg was trapped and he's trying to get up. And I'm not sure how much contact he really made with the player at the time. I've not seen it again on camera, but I do know from where I am and from a footballing point of view that it's not. It's almost like he's trying to get up rather than lift his leg and actually put it down on the player.
In terms of, I think it came out this week that, or after the game on Sunday, that Celtic have the most goals and biggest goal difference across Europe in the top leagues. Is that something you're quite proud of?
It's something I'm pleased with. Yeah, you know, I'm delighted with the goal scoring intent and the chances created. It could have been a lot more, you know, with the chances we've created over the piece. But I'm really pleased with the way we're playing at the minute, and it's been a good response for the second half of the season. And in terms of, you know, the goals that we're scoring, you know, we're scoring them from different places, and you know, we're ruthless at times. That hasn't always been the case. You know, towards the end of December, we were creating good chances and missing them, but obviously the freshness of having the break has brought back that sort of zest for the goals again. We knew tomorrow's going to be a difficult game for Park. Stevens had Motherwell playing very well and having a good season, so it was a difficult venue to go to, but you know, we were desperate. I wouldn't say desperate, but we're keen to keep the momentum going at the minute.
The way that you've tried to implement the style of play since you came in, with, you know, getting players forward, getting balls into the box, is that really, you know, having the most goals in Europe and the highest goal difference, does that sort of just highlight exactly your style of play and what you want to show these players? Well,
I hope so. Well, it's not all about me. You know, I've got great coaches here as well, but you know, I felt that, you know, we could penetrate more of the opposition, and you know, we've got players to do that, and they're showing that at the minute. It's down to the players. You know, we've got quality players, quality attacking players. You know, I'm so pleased for James Forrest. You know, it's I think he's on 16 goals now as well. You know, that's a great return for a wide man. Ryan, he's around 17, and Odson's in great form. You know, he's over 20 now. So, you know, McGregor's pitched in, Chris Julian's pitching in. You know, Vincham got a goal last week. So, yeah, I mean, we look a threat from different areas, which is obviously very pleasing.
Motherwell, one of the toughest tests in the Premiership, given how Stephen Robinson hasn't played.
Yes, they're a good side, and they play nice football, and you know, Long's a danger man, and you know, they've got good pace wide, good rotation in midfield. So yeah, we're in for a difficult game. We knew that. We've negotiated the last two games against them quite well, but you know, tomorrow's a different one, but it's one that we want to win.
What does it say about the mentality of the squad and the club as a whole, that if you look at the points total, for example, that Rangers have got, that would have put them top of the league at this point last season? You've just come in and bettered that yet again. What does it say about the mentality of the squad that they continue to do that?
Yeah, they've got a great mentality, and you know, they're a very highly motivated bunch. They've had a few dips and troughs along the way, and you're going to get that in a season, but you know, the winning mentality is still very much alive and kicking. And when you've got a player like Scott Brown who leads from the front, I mean, you've just been speaking to him there. I've said before, he's a modern day great. He's played over 700 games now in his career, and he's probably been the best player in Scotland for the last sort of 10, 12 years consistently. So when you have a player like that, you know, the feed off, you know, that's a great example for the rest.
maybe fair to say, one of the hungriest in terms of determination to win and drive and strive to be the best.
Who, Brian?
No, one of the hungriest squads that you've maybe worked with in that respect.
I mean, at Celtic, you're always hungry. You know, you're always tested, you're always challenged, and you know, this squad it's still young. There's vitality about it. But yeah, I mean, their character and their mentality and their attitude and their fitness levels are all good at the minute. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that.
Is that hunger the biggest advantage that you perhaps have in a title race, whoever it is again?
Not all. I think all teams are hungry. It's all relative, you know. But I think our motivation is to defend, you know, everything as vigorously as possible. People think it's easy. It's not. Everybody wants to beat you every week. Teams set up to be difficult to break down, but to find a way, you know, and to play some super football as well. I think that gets overlooked. I think the quality of football is superb at times, and the link-up play, the combination play, the fluency's excellent at the minute, you know, and you look at your centre-halves, you're comfortable on the ball, you look at your midfield, got a brilliant midfield, and then, you know, Griffiths is coming back to the sort of, he did 90 minutes on Sunday, which pleased me, and, you know, you've got Edward, and then you've got strength on the bench, so we're in a good place at the minute.
If Griffiths continues the progress he's made since the break, would you say that he'll be ready for Scotland?
That would be a decision Steve Clarke would have to make, you know, not me. So I'm not the Scotland manager, so I'll leave that up to Steve, and I think he knows what he's doing.
And just asking you about your Europa League squad, you had to submit it by midnight last night. Obviously, Frimpong missed out last time. You've got the two new boys in as well. How will that squad reflect those incomings? Obviously, Scott Sinclair and Lewis Morgan going out as well.
Yeah, those three will come into the squad.
I don't think. Is there someone else who's missed out there? It'll be published in the next couple of moments, I would assume.
It'll probably be Marion Shred.
Just purely in terms of game time and what you need for the rest of the competition?
Yes.
Is Marion fit and fine? How is he acclimatising here?
He's found it difficult. He's, you know, he struggles with the English, you know, and training times he's not getting at the level that the rest of them are, but he's still a very talented player. But he's just taking a little bit more time to adapt and acclimatise than maybe some others would.
Just on the Europa League, I know it's 2 or 3 weeks away, but that'll be the first opportunity your players will have to play in games where there'll be VAR. And I know you've sat here and talked about VAR before. There's a YouGov poll out this morning suggesting that 2/3 of fans think that VAR doesn't work, and that has made the game less enjoyable for them. What do you make of that, given that we could have it here in Scotland on a regular basis from next season?
Yeah, but to get the majority of the decisions right, so I understand where the fans are coming from, and we had a meeting with Crawford Allen and Willie Collum last week on the situation with VAR going into the Europa League, so that was all explained to us, so we're prepared for that. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out for the first time for us, using that experience.
How different is the interpretation going to be, perhaps, from what you've been told by Crawford and Willie, in terms of how they interpret it in Europe compared to how we've seen it in the Premier League on a week-by-week basis? And are you comfortable with it as well in terms of what you've been told?
I think that there'll be a monitor at the side of the pitch, so that the referee will go and, you know, make a decision from that. You can't sort of try and influence the referee on anything like that. You must be able to stay away from that and let the referee interpret what he sees as the best way, and that's the rules.
Scott joked that he's not going to celebrate any goals.
Sorry?
Scott was joking he's not going to celebrate any goals until it's confirmed.
Well, yeah, I know. For it, yeah, scoring would help. Yeah, it's a very good point, Geraldine. Yeah, let's get the goals first, and then we'll take it from there. But
was there anything about the explanation, Neil, that surprised you about the implementation of that?
not really. No. We've seen it, you know, in the World Cup. We've seen it used in the Premier League. Obviously, the Premier League use it differently. They go to Stockley House for it, whereas, you know, for the FA games, there'll be the monitor at the side of the pitch, and I think that might be quicker. You know, there was a game, Spurs Man City at the weekend. It took 2 minutes to decide on it being a penalty or not. You know, 2 minutes. You know, but I understand the frustration of supporters in that situation.
Just going back to your squad, you just submitted the squad depth you have. How's it the battle for left back going on? You're sort of Greg Taylor, John Hayes. You say you might have a little problem. But how are they competing? Like, of course, got Volley as well. How are they coping?
What do you mean, how they're coping?
Well, the three of them. There's three players that all want to start in a team. How's the dynamic working between the three of them? Are they happy to swap, sometimes play, sometimes not play?
Yeah, you can always use Johnny as a left winger as well, or a left wing back. So, yeah, Bolly's just had a bit of time out, so he'll be back in contention for the squad tomorrow as well. But Greg's played really well. I've been delighted with him. So, at the minute he's first in line to play. But you're always going to have competition for places, which is, as a manager, you have to make difficult decisions sometimes. So the players understand that. We've got competition not just at left back with Bauer, El Hamid, Frimpong at right back. You've got Julian, Nair, Siminovic at centre half. You've got midfield, you've got strikers. So, left back position is no different from any other, really.
Just on Frimpong, is there a timescale on his injury?
We're hoping he'll be back in training on Monday.
Neil, how have you found Eddie and Griffiths playing together now they've had a few games as a partnership?
That's been good, yeah. Yeah, two intelligent players. I think the two of them are enjoying it. Edward's, in a great vein of form at the minute. Griff's come back and done what he does. He scored some good goals as well. I think he got better as the game went on Sunday. Thought he looked a bit sort of off the pace a little bit to start with, but got better, and he got the 90 minutes under his belt, which psychologically will do him the world of good. So, you can dip in and out. You got Kamala to come off the bench, you got Bayo as well. So, I think it's worked quite well. I think the two of them are enjoying it.
Did the second half on Sunday show development with the 3-5-2 with the kind of interlinking play in the middle that you're talking about?
With who?
With the kind of interlinking play in the middle, there was more penetration in the middle in the second half. Rather than it being down the wings in the first half.
Yeah, I think that you have to, give Hamilton credit for that. They sort of forced us into wider areas. When they went a man down, then it was, good to get the penetration through the centre. But the players are working out ways of hurting opposition, whether it be through the middle, whether it be wide, whether it be into the striker early, whether it be the link-up play with the strikers. So, I was very happy with the penetration second half. And the subs who came on made a, massive impetus to us as well.